Right, Martin. What's the latest on your hamstring injury?
Yeah, I think it's going to be about another 2 weeks or something. Obviously they're building me up. I've had a couple of setbacks with it. So just like building me up now, getting my fitness back, and I say we can't risk it going again. So we've taken a little step back and tried to let it heal properly this time.
Yeah, I mean, unlucky to have to go off again when you came back into the team against Burton, but doubly unlucky because it's a completely different injury, isn't it now? This one?
Yeah, well, it's the same injury, but it's a different part of the hamstring. So yeah, it's been a nightmare. Like I'd say I never had any problems with it, like ever. So it's very frustrating. Obviously, getting to a new club as well and just getting going, and then for something like this to happen. So yeah, but hopefully we'll get it sorted and I'll be all right.
Yeah, you must have been on a real high when you started the season at centre back. And has it been difficult to keep spirits up since you've had to sit on the sidelines?
Yeah, it's been all right. Yeah, it has been it's been quite hard. Obviously not playing. I've not been injured for 2 years. I've not really missed a game in 2 years. So to be out for like 6 weeks or something, especially at a new club, it's been a bit hard. Yeah.
You've obviously only played a couple of games, but initial impressions of League Two, you really wanted to play at this standard. That's why you paid some of your own money to come from Kidderminster. Have you found it a standard so far?
Yeah, no, I've enjoyed it. And I've just taken it all in my stride, and I say I've only played 3 or 4 games, but I've loved every minute of it. And I say I want to get back in that team as soon as possible and play the rest of the season.
Yeah, and from what you've seen of it, do you reckon you're quite comfortable with the step up?
Yeah, I knew I would be anyway. But yeah, it's been fine so far.
Yeah, and with regards to the injury, speaking to Ian Weston, he said he might have some sort of muscle imbalance. Is that something you might be looking at having to sort of strengthen?
Yeah,
parts of your
of course.
legs?
Yeah, I've seen for it to have gone 3 times now. It's obviously something's not right in there. So I say we're just trying to work on getting it right and getting me back fitter and stronger.
Yeah, as you mentioned earlier, it's not the sort of injury you can really rush back for fear of making it worse. But hopefully, when you get to the bottom of the problems, get back in the team, you can still have a good portion of the season.
Yeah,
continue.
Yeah, definitely. I say it's a long season, and it's all right getting yourself down about it early on. But I say in the grand scheme of things, it's not a massive bad injury. So I say I'll be back sooner rather than later.
Yeah. In terms of settling into your new club, have you found that?
Yeah, no, I'm loving it. I say all the boys have been good and that, and the gaff, and we're obviously doing all right in the league. So yeah, it's going all right.
Yeah. And from the games you've seen, you probably haven't been to the away games, have you? From the home games you've seen, what have you made of it?
Yeah, I say we've been good at home, haven't we? So I think we've got a 100% record at home.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good. I mean, that's important. We need a good home form. If we can just start picking up a few points away, then we'll be up there.
Yeah. And sort of the strikers that you came up against in Blue Square Premier, is there a noticeable improvement in the level of opposition in this league?
It's a bit early to say. So I've only played 3 or 4 games. So I think I'll be better quick to answer that like towards the end.
Yeah. But the likes of yourself and Junior Schmeichel and other Keith Lowe who've played in the Blue Square Premier recently, it's quite a strong league now, isn't it? A lot of clubs come up from that and do well.
I mean, every club that comes up always does well, and that they always stay up. So it just shows how strong that league is.
Yeah. And do you think, from what we've seen in League Two so far, there's not really anything particularly to be scared of for Cheltenham? Because obviously Chesterfield are a good side, but they're expected to
I
get
didn't
there
see Chesterfield on Saturday, but I say we've got some good players here, so we think we can do as well as we want to do.
Yeah, and you've obviously played under the manager at Kidderminster and worked with him and Neil. Do you think they've got what it takes to step up as well?
Definitely. Yeah, I say I've got no doubts in the gaffer or Neil whatsoever. So, and I say we've had a decent start, so let's carry it on.
Yeah, and finally, Martin, have you set a date in a diary that you're aiming to be back by at the moment?
Well, not really. No, I say we're not gonna. We're just gonna see how it goes. Obviously, we're taking it easy at the moment and not rushing anything, because the last thing I want to happen is it to go again. So we'll just see.
Yeah. You're doing a lot of pool work and stuff at the moment.
Yeah, it's a lot of bike work and pool work. We just started running this week, so yeah, it's when it gets to the sprinting and stuff that's gonna obviously be a make or break. So I think we're gonna leave that for a while yet.
Yeah.